Alright, it's going to be a shorter video today. The Canucks lose yet again, this time in a game where they really had control for a majority of the first half, and I thought they were going to close this one out, but a couple of bad penalties late in the second period. Montreal has a ton of good weapons, they're very lethal on that power play, they go 2 for 2, they carry that momentum through in the third period and go up 4-2. The Canucks have a late pushback as they normally do, but it's too little too late. They fall 4-3 to the Habs. I do like the Habs, but as a Canucks fan, this game does suck because it's games like these where, you have to capitalize, you have to get those 2 points. Habs on their third game in 4 nights, and they kind of just pissed this one away. I'm starting to get a little bit restless when it comes to a couple players on this Vancouver Canucks roster. The first guy is obviously Evander Kane. He's a glaring one because he's always the center of attention for the wrong reasons, taking bad penalties. Had a couple good looks, but I think he missed the net about 10 times today in the slot. It is getting a little bit aggravating to watch. Then you have the guys on this team that, in my opinion, are just complete passengers. They don't really do anything on any given night. For a large majority of the start of the season, that was Drew O'Connor, but at least he's starting to skate a little bit more and create some chances. He doesn't really have much of a finishing touch at all, so I would really like to see him work on that because, man, he gets chances, but he cannot score to save his life. Another guy that I'm getting a little bit tired of is RSG Baines. I mean, come on, he doesn't have a goal this year. He has 1 goal in 30 NHL games in his career. Beyond that, though, he just kind of doesn't really do anything. So I don't know what the deal is there. I know we're injured, so we have to play all these guys that aren't regular NHL players, but it just sucks, man, that this team is so depleted. But it is what it is. At least Pettersson had himself a good game, 3-point night, goal and 2 assists. So I guess that's something hopefully he can build off of and, maybe spark himself back into his old self. But this was definitely a good game for him. Newly acquired Canuck Lukas Reichel also made his debut today. And you know what? For never having practiced with these guys, played with any of these players, being announced the Vancouver Canucks about 24 hours ago, he didn't look that bad. I thought he had a couple of decent looks, and filling a second-line center role is no joke. It wasn't an incredible game for him by any means, but I'm willing to give him some time to adjust and marinate with this Vancouver Canucks club because I do think that a 23-year-old who was drafted in the first round has some potential there, so we'll see. Other than that, though, what else? Lankinen, I think he was a little bit poor in that third period. Could have saved maybe the third or fourth goal. The first 2, I mean, I'll give it to him. That's a power play goal backdoor. Not much you can do there. But the main thing is the penalties. You took 3 offensive zone penalties that you really shouldn't have had to take because you're up 2-0. And it cost you the game. It's annoying, but, I mean, we keep moving. It's a long season. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you are new around here, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out and take care.